How would you like to have consistent listings every single month that you're bringing online? 2, 3, 4, even 5 listings a month consistently. That's the key. And there's a strategy that you can use that doesn't cost you any money, and it's so easy to do. I want to talk a little bit about it. If you really want to have consistent listing activity, constantly filling up your listing pipeline, constantly bringing listings onto the market, constantly closing listings, this is what you have to listen to, because I'm going to really get into it and you're going to be so surprised that it's such an easy marketing strategy to do this. I remember when I first went into real estate, oh my God, it was like 30 plus years ago. I was started as a listing agent in San Francisco, and I hired a coach. And I didn't know what I was doing. That's the whole reason I hired a coach right out of the gate. I was paying $1,000 a month. Back then, in the early to mid 1990s, that was a lot of money. I mean, it's still a lot of money now. But I didn't regret it at the time, because I really felt like I was getting great value, because this person was telling me what to do and how to do it. And he told me, just do cold calls. And so that's all I did. You know, again, I didn't know what I was doing. So I just started making cold calls. Was it successful? Yes. I didn't really do anything else. I was just doing cold calls. And I got my first listing, I want to say I got my first listing within 30 to 45 days, and then I closed that listing 30 days after that. So I became sort of like the cold calling king. I mean, I was literally in the office every single day by 8 a.m. Sometimes I even started earlier, calling people at home even before 8 a.m. And I did this for years. I mean, at least for the first couple of years, and I was getting listings, I was making money, and I was selling. And you know what happened? Bam! Just like that, the cold calling just dried up. And I don't know what it was. I don't know if that was when the do not calling came into effect, but I wasn't really getting any more listings from cold calling. And this made me think, what should I be doing differently? And that's when it just really dawned on me, and it took me that long because sometimes I guess the elevator doesn't always go to the top. But it took me that long to figure out I had placed all my eggs in one basket. All my energy, all my money, all my time, everything, my whole business was just centered on doing cold calls. And this was like a really big aha for me. And that is why when I started my coaching program, the Listing Collective, one of the big things that we do in the program is to get people to have 3 streams of income, 3 streams of listings. So for that very reason, in the example I just mentioned, you know, if I had been doing 3 marketing strategies to get listings and my cold calling dried up, then I wouldn't be too concerned, because the other 2 strategies would also be producing listings. So number 1, this is the most important point to take home, is you have to have at least 3 streams of listings in your listing business, because a lot of stuff can happen. You know, one particular strategy could stop working. One particular strategy might take longer. You know, there's so many different things that could happen. And when I was an auditor with PricewaterhouseCoopers, we used to call that a concentration of risk. So you got to be careful that you're not just doing one thing. Gary Gold, God bless him, man, the guy is selling multi-million-dollar homes in Beverly Hills, but he's concentrating on one thing, which is great for him. That's his sphere of influence. But the thing is, and this is the second biggest point that I really want to drive home, and this is so important. This is something that we address in the Listing Collective. Not only do you want to have 3 streams of income, 3 streams of listings, but you also want to have strategies in your life to get these listings that you enjoy doing. This is super important. You know, one of the things, I just started doing cold calls because I didn't know anything else, and then I realized after a while that I hated making cold calls. So I researched other strategies to use. This is something that is so important that we do in the collective, is to really get into someone's personality into their strengths, their weaknesses. We do a disc assessment on their personality type and really come up and tailor marketing strategies based on that particular listing agent's preferences, I should say. Excuse me. And it's super important. Sorry. It's super important that you do this because does social media work? Yes. Does probates work? Yes. Does sphere of influence work? Yes. Does calling out of area owners? Of course it does. But none of these things work, including cold calling. None of these things work if it's something that isn't really, that you're not going to want to do. If you're not enjoying doing it, or it's against your personality type, or you have a problem in that particular area, of, in terms of whether it is cold calling or probates or sphere of influence, social media. If you don't want to do those things, or if you're not good at doing those things, then guess what? They're not going to work. And so that's why we take so much time in the collective to really figure out, okay, what are the things that are really going to work for you, for your personality type, and for your strengths and weaknesses. Some people are just better at other things than other people. There's one person in the collective that's killing it with door knocking. Does door knocking work? Yes, door knocking works, but it only works if you enjoy doing it. This guy is killing it with door knocking. Now, I can't get him to call his sphere of influence to save his life. I'm working on that, though. But yeah, you really want to tailor your 3 streams of listings, your 3 marketing strategies to get listings to your strengths and your weaknesses and your personality type. Because if you're not doing that, you're not going to have a successful business. You're not going to have a business that you love doing things in. And that is, what that means is you're going to be inconsistent in doing those marketing strategies. And inconsistency with marketing leads to $0, 0 listings. That is something to really note. So obviously we want to come up with those strategies that we really enjoy doing. And then here's the key. Just focus on those strategies. That's it. Master those strategies. Become so good at those strategies that it is just constantly churning out listings all the time. The big problem that we have is, number one, it's the shiny object syndrome. Number 2, we get bored with what we're doing from a marketing standpoint, so we back away from the things that are really working for us, and then we're spending all our time and energy and money. I mean, I see this countless times, trying to find new ways to bring in listings when we know that those 3 original strategies are the best for us. So that sales is boring, all right? But sales is also mastering the strategies that work for you. So I would say to you, big takeaways here. Number 1, you want to find 3 strategies that are going to really fit your character, your personality type, your strengths. And number 2, you really want to master those and stay with those strategies and keep away from the shiny object syndrome. Really focus on those strategies. Go deep. Become the best person at that strategy and watch your business thrive. All right? So find your 3 strategies and get damn good at them. It's a very simple message.